Well, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the farm. This morning, I have one of those projects going on. While it isn't necessarily a want to do, it is definitely a need to do. I am going to be working on, get back up in there. I am going to be working on doing a bedding clean out inside of the chicken coop this morning. So as you can see, it is pretty full and pretty poopy. A little bit overdue on this, but we're going to get it taken care of this morning. So going to get the bulk of this manure and bedding pulled out of here and start getting some new stuff loaded in. Gonna recruit the help of the 3035 to get it hauled over, and we're gonna start a new pile with this stuff separate from some of the other compost stuff that we have going on. Chicken manure is hot, so it has to be aged before you can use it around plants and stuff, or else you run the risk of transferring those diseases and stuff. So gonna go ahead and get some PPE put on. That is definitely important when you're dealing with this. Do not want to be inhaling all of the dust that's going to be coming up off of this manure. So gonna get some PPE put on, and we are gonna get to scooping. Got a little bit pulled out. You can see, kind of show it to you guys. You can see, hopefully you can see the perspective of how deep this is. We're about 14 inches deep. I don't know if you can see this bottom door here. So that's the bottom of the interior of the coop, and we were filled pretty much right up here to this upper lip. So that's probably every bit of 14 inches. You can see everything is real well mixed together. A lot of the bedding has decomposed, which is what we want with the deep litter method. So that's the pine shavings, straw, hay, you know, kind of all of the above. Just noticing here by the door, this is the only moisture I've found so far. I have to assume that that's from rain. You know, when these doors are open, you know, driving rain must be coming in this direction. May have to consider putting some kind of a drip edge or something up here, because definitely don't want this moisture in here, but it's only right here at this edge so far. Gonna keep on scooping. All right, so not too bad so far. Got about half of it out. Was able to get the door flipped down. It was so full, I didn't want to flip the door out and just have everything fall out onto the ground. So got the door flipped down, the clean out door. So now I'm able to just go straight in and get it scooped out here into the bucket of the tractor. What are y'all doing? So gonna keep working on getting this out. And then after that, I'm gonna talk to you guys about why do we do the deep litter? What are the benefits of it? Why is it worth going to all this trouble and all the trouble that it saves us? So, gonna knock the rest of this out real quick, and then we'll get some good info. The bulk of everything pulled out. The birds are definitely curious as to what the heck is going on in here. So we are going to leave the rest of this in here. One of the ideas behind the deep litter method, you build up all of these beneficial microorganisms that promote the decomposition of the bedding. And so if we take all of this out of here, we're going to lose all of those microorganisms that we've built up over the last year plus of using the same bedding inside of here. So for now, I only have one. Probably going to pick up at least one more today, but probably we'll grab two. I have one bale of medium pine shavings that we are going to put in here, and the girls and boys will probably do all of the work for me in combining it, because, you know, anytime something new gets introduced, they have to investigate. So they will scratch through all of it, and they will do a great job of combining the new with the old, and then we will continue to build up our deep bedding over the next few months. We will add a bale of shavings at a time as needed when that ratio of shavings to poop kind of starts to lean more towards the poop side. The shavings are there for the absorbency. We do not want moisture in here. We just add another one until we get back to about where we were today, which is, you know, that was probably 6 bales worth. And like I said, that was probably right around maybe even just over a year's worth of accumulation. Every once in a while, it will come out and just like skim off the top layer. But for the most part, we only do this once a year. We let all that beneficial bacteria and microorganisms build up. And it does a lot of the work for us. I'm gonna go get cleaned up and then we'll check back in. So there really are some major benefits to using the deep litter method. I think chief among them for us is the minimal amount of maintenance that it requires to use the deep litter method. It's kind of like that old microwave oven you used to see the infomercial for. What was it? Set it and forget it. The magic wave, I think it was. So really, the birds do most of the work for us. Like I was mentioning earlier, you know, they will do a lot of the turning over of the manure and the bedding material for us. So maybe once a month I'll have to take a pitchfork or a rake or something and stir the stuff up inside to make sure that everything is incorporating, promoting that decomposition of the manure. It's really only every 2 months, maybe even a little bit longer, that we're having to add bedding to the coop. So, you know, over the entire year, it took about an hour today to clean it out. I bet you that I don't spend 3 hours total over the entire year dealing with the deep bedding inside of the coop. So for us, that's probably the most major benefit, selfishly, but it's also super healthy for the birds. There have been studies done that the deep litter shows that it keeps infection rates of some of the bird-borne diseases down by the moisture content staying down. It does not provide an environment that sort of bacteria and stuff likes to grow. So it keeps that down as well. And then like a third major benefit of it is, you know, we are in a 4-season climate here in Ohio. We do experience all 4 seasons, and all 4 seasons we do experience them, you know, at like you know, we have cold winters, we have hot summers. The deep litter, the decomposition that's going on, will build up heat inside of the coop. So that's another big benefit here with us having the cold winters. Like, I don't know if you've ever like seen like fresh mulch, the steam coming off of fresh mulch. That's decomposition. That's the heat being released by that chemical process, I guess it would be. So those are the main reasons that we do the deep litter method. Like I said, we just use the pine shavings. We supplement sometimes. I will throw in some green grass every once in a while. Not a lot of it, but just a little bit. Like I said, we don't want too much moisture in there, but that green helps promote the decomposition. So I'll throw some clippings from when I cut the grass every once in a while in there. And then we'll throw, you know, bits of hay bales and straw and stuff, like when they do the hay cutting here. You know, sometimes some stuff will get missed by the baler. We'll throw some of that in there. We'll throw some of it in the run. You know, just stuff for them to scratch around in and promote them, helping us do some of the... Well, imagine that, guys, another video where it's just the bulk of it, me just talking at you. But hopefully you got some good information out of it. If you are getting started on your chicken journey and you are wondering whether the deep litter method is the way to go, I would definitely tell you that it is. It takes a lot of the work out of it, takes a lot of the thinking out of it. I think it probably really is the best way to go. We have plenty of luck with the pine shavings. We don't use that industrial hemp like a lot of people swear by. I'm sure that it's great, but it just ain't worth the cost for us. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, think about hitting that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And until next time, y'all, we will see you.